What's up, YouTube? It's your boy iTr3ndy, and today we're going to talk about two very controversial topics going on in, society today. So let's get into it. Alright, so first off, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. You probably already saw it from the title. So we're going to start with Bill Cosby. As I'm pretty sure most of you know, and if you don't know, last Thursday, Bill Cosby, the charges were dropped against him in the case he had where, he was accused of drugging and raping and sexually assaulting, I think it was like 40 or maybe 50 women. I'm very glad that happened. Now, me personally, why I stand on the topic, I can't sit here and say that I'm 100% sure that he didn't or 100% sure that he did, but I do feel that the whole reason it's blown out of proportion is because it's kind of like a conspiracy type thing, if you ask me, because Bill Cosby is a positive black role model in society who has done many great things for his people, black people, people of color. And of course, it's just a pattern that you see in society. I'm not sitting here saying something that we don't already know. Whenever there's a successful and powerful black person doing things to better his people and move his people forward, there's always something against him. Now, when you're a person of fame and status and of wealth, you have groupies and people try to come after you. They're trying to come up. So they come after you for your wealth and your fame status. This is nothing new. That could very well be the same case with Bill Cosby. Now I'm not going to sit and say what he did or didn't do, but I just feel that it is a conspiracy just because Bill Cosby is a positive black role model, and he's done many things as far as charity goes, and like for instance his shows, the Cosby Show that he had, and then a show I just watched on Netflix, A Different World. He was a part of that, a big part of that. Two positive shows that features a black cast that sends positive messages that can inspire and better our people. He did things like that, and in my opinion, it's always, whenever somebody tries to move forward, they're always trying to find something to push them back, and I just feel like that's the case here. Now, moving on to the second topic I'm going to talk about. Now, if you have not, I'm pretty sure you already heard, but if you haven't, this year, the Oscars nomination list features an entirely white cast. Now, that doesn't just mean it doesn't have black people, it doesn't have any Latino people, any Japanese people. There's no ethnic diversity other than the host Chris Rock, who is a black man. Now, not saying that those people on their list don't deserve, to be nominated and don't deserve to be recognized for their accomplishments. For instance, Leonardo DiCaprio, a great actor, somebody I looked up to as an actor, I look up to now as an actor. But at the same time, there are so many other great people who deserve the same recognition who didn't. For instance, you have The Beast of No Nations with Idris Elba, you have Creed with Michael B. Jordan, you had Straight Outta Compton, you had a recent one, Concussion with Will Smith. All great movies. You had earlier this year, Dope, earlier last year in 2015, the movie Dope. That was a good movie. And just movies like that. And there are many other movies who feature, and it's not just black people. I don't want to sound like I'm just trying to, stand up for just black people. It's a lot of other people of different races who have phenomenal and inspirational movies, and they're not getting recognized either. And, that's a problem. And as far as like the big stars boycotting it, I feel like they should. It's no surprise that there is some form of racial problem still going on. If they're gonna treat other people like that, then I don't feel like they should, support something like that. And then now there's everybody has been questioning Chris Rock on whether he's gonna host the Oscars. From my research that I've done, Chris Rock was the first black man 11 years ago. Richard Pryor co-hosted, but Chris Rock was the first person to do it on his own, just to host the Oscars. And now he's doing it again. I feel like they're doing it to try to, throw Chris Rock back in because he was the first black person. They're trying to, throw some diversity in. That's just the way I feel about it. Now, a lot of people are saying that, Chris Rock shouldn't do it, and some people are saying Chris Rock should do it. Me personally, I feel that Chris Rock should do it. I think it was Spike Lee. He said it best. You can't go forwards and backwards at the same time. Now, granted, they aren't nominating. They don't have a more diverse nomination list, but at the same time, a black man is still hosting the Oscars. That is a big accomplishment from where, we started. And recently, I read this article this morning about how Chris Rock officially came out with an official statement saying that he will be hosting the Oscars, but his opening monologue would be changed to address the situation. So I would be tuning in for the opening monologue to see what Chris Rock has to say, but other than that, I won't be watching the Oscars. So yeah, that's just where I stand on it. Do I think they should boycott it? Yes. Do I think Chris Rock should have hosted the Oscars? I do think he should host the Oscars. Is Bill Cosby? Oh yeah, real quick, Bill Cosby, he's not completely scot-free. He still has some charges faced against him. But as far as those, lawsuits about the sexual assault. Some of those, a lot of those, most of those were dropped. That's something to be happy about. But Bill Cosby, right now he's out on $1 million bond for some other charges that happened, I think, in December of 2015. And Chris Rock is hosting the Oscars, and no non-white people on the Oscars nomination list. So that's basically what's going on right now. I just wanted to get this video out to you guys real quick because this is something I felt I should talk about. Just in case some of you guys didn't know, now you do know, and if you did know and was, didn't know how to feel about it, that's just how I feel about it. If you have any thoughts about the situation, I'm pretty sure you do. Drop it down in the comment section. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe even have an intelligent conversation with you guys. I don't want any, that's provocative or outrageous, anything like that. I just want, if you have something intelligent to say, it doesn't matter what it is. If you feel that Bill Cosby is guilty, you can say, I feel Bill Cosby is guilty, but don't, try to do anything crazy. Now, the purpose of this video, well, obviously the first purpose was for me to, inform you guys, get my opinion out. But the second purpose was, it was kind of like a segue into, I'm going to be a new segment I'm going to be starting on this channel. It's going to be called The Weekend Wrap Up. I'm going to film it on Saturdays, edit it, and then I'll upload it. Probably, I'll try to get to see you guys sometime Sunday morning, maybe about 12. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be starting. So Sundays, look for The Weekend Wrap Up. I'm just going to talk about any major events that could go anything from political, because we have the presidential race is going on right now, and then it could be anything like as far as entertainment goes, celebrities, any news or anything like that with them, anything that goes on in society, just like with Bill Cosby, things like that. That's just what it would be. Me just voicing my opinions and letting you guys know what's going on, just so I can be a source for you guys, so kind of stay updated and educated and knowledgeable. So yeah, look for The Weekend Wrap Up coming to you guys Sunday. Thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget to drop your thoughts down in the comment section. Always like and share this video on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, everywhere, anywhere. I don't care. Just share it. And follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Facebook at iTr3ndy. It's your boy, and I'm out.